I don't watch a whole bunch of TV, but one of my favorite shows is where those guys go way out into the woods and they find old antique stuff and they drag it out of the barns and out of the woods and out of the fields and they fix it up and they make it have a purpose and they sell it. You ever watch those shows? What's it called?
American Pickers.
American Pickers. Yeah, those two guys are great. I love watching that show because that's what they do. They find old stuff that someone was going to throw away, something that's not valuable, and and they fix it up and they resell it or whatever. And I love watching that show because it's educational and they're funny. But I was watching it 2 months ago. I was watching the show, and they were digging through this barn, and they found a hood ornament for a 56 Studebaker, right? And you should have seen the enthusiasm. They started to hyperventilate. They were so excited about this hood ornament. Like, oh, a hood ornament for a 56 Studebaker. Oh. And they get so excited, and it was rusty, it was broken. They're like, how much, how much, how much? And they just had to have this hood ornament for a Studebaker, right? And then later in the episode, they're pulling this rusty object out of the garbage, and they're getting all this. It was a bicycle from the 40s. It was missing a wheel. It was missing the chain. It was missing the handlebars. But it had the word Schwinn on it. Ooh. And they got all excited, and they're jumping up and down like little kids, right? You ever watch that show? Well, I was thinking, you know what? They're finding stuff that's cool, and I love history, but moth and rust corrupt. These things fall apart after a while.
Right.
They'd fall apart even though they're incredible. They get rusty. And I started to think, if these two guys can be that enthusiastic about their treasures that they're finding that are in a field and are rusty, maybe Greg needs to get a little more excited about Jesus.
Yeah.
What do you think? If they can jump up and down over a hood ornament, I need to be doing cartwheels over Jesus, right? I mean, he's changed our lives. He's our Savior. He's perfect. He's holy. He hasn't left us. He hasn't forsaken us. And he's coming back in all his power and might and majesty. It's going to be incredible.
Yeah. Right.
Incredible.